Hello friends, welcome to Uniquely Vintage You. My name is Michelle and my sister Cheryl. We welcome you to our channel. For today we're going to do something a little different. I'm actually going to share with you how I styled a cabinet in my home that I didn't get to share with you before. So I'm going to share with you how I use vintage ornament boxes to make a display with in my cabinet. Now I love collecting vintage ornaments. That's something I'm always looking for all year long, but I want you to know it's equally important if you can get a box to go with it, especially if they have amazing graphics. Some of the old shiny bright boxes are so amazing, and friends, those are things you can use in your displays, and that's what I want to share with you today is how I styled that cabinet. Now my upcoming videos, the next video I'm probably going to do a thrifting video, and then the next video, which will be right before Christmas, I want to share with y'all my testimony. Now I really felt like God was leading me to do that. It's just gonna let me share with you how I was saved. I kind of went through some issues, and so I just felt like God wanted me to share that, and so hopefully that will bless y'all and you'll come back and you'll watch. I'll probably take that video off after Christmas, and then I'm going to come back after that, and I want to share with you how to decorate through the seasons in my home, what it looked like for 2023. So friends, I'm glad you're here. I hope you'll come back each time we post. Friends, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. That really does help us so much. And we couldn't be more thankful for each and every one of you. Again, I always say this, but the friendships I've made here are just so special, and I'm just forever grateful for each and every one of you. So with that being said, let's get started with this video, and let me share with you this cabinet and how I use some of these vintage boxes. Friends, I know I've already shared with you guys my home tour and my sister's home tour, but I just thought I would go ahead and share this cabinet with you and how I decorated. It's one of the spaces that I didn't get to share beforehand, but I just think it turned out so amazing, and if you didn't get that great a look at it, I thought this would be a close-up view of what I put inside. And yes, I did use a lot of the ornament boxes that I have. Now in previous years I've used more ornaments, but this year I scaled back a little bit than I normally do, and so I have a lot of ornaments still in the boxes, but I'm going to go ahead and use it both ways. So I'm going to show you how to use the boxes so the graphics show on the sides, and then actually you can actually display them with the ornaments to show. But I do have a few things I need to add to this cabinet to go with it, and one of those things is this amazing Santa that I got from Marshall's or TJ Maxx years ago. I think he is so amazing and beautiful, and he came with the tree, and I just added the Mercury picks in the side and those little Mercury, they look like little berries. I added that in there as well. Now I'm going to add one of my vintage silver tinsel trees right here, and that really completes the look that I have on top. So now let's get inside the cabinet and let me share with you what I'm going to do. So to get started, I happen to have two of these green shiny bright boxes, so I'm going to stagger them. I'm going to put one on the top shelf and one on the bottom. But let's also just layer in a few more of these little boxes that I have. The graphics on them are so beautiful. And friends, I can't tell you how many years that if I didn't use the ornaments, I just packed up the boxes and put them away in totes. I finally got smart and decided that yes, I needed to display these amazing graphics. So this is one of my most favorite things to do each year, is find ways where I can display these gorgeous vintage boxes. Now on the middle shelf, I do have my sister's Bible there, and I'm just going to add again this like little tote. I'm going to stick it in, and inside you can see I've just added some shiny brights because I think it's pretty that some of them can show you know, the ornaments in there as well. I love that look. And as you can see, I'm going to take this other shiny bright box, and you can look at these ornaments. I didn't even use these this year. If I just had a bigger house, y'all, if I just had a bigger house. I really wanted to do all red on my other tree, so that's really why I didn't use them this year. But one year I will have a bigger house with more ways to display all these wonderful items that I have. But for now, let's just enjoy how beautiful they look inside the box and the boxes. And you know what, friends, this gives me so much joy. So sometimes there's joy in things that you can display in different ways. So this is what this is looking like right here. And in the bottom, let's just layer in some more here. Friends, you'll have to tell me, do you display with your vintage ornament boxes? Please let me know. Right now I'm just adding in some of my snowmen. This is a snowman planter and I have them full of little snowman picks. I just think it's so adorable. I kind of always keep this the same because I think it's a perfect way to display all those vintage little snowmen. I just love them so much. Of course, my plastic one is on top. I love that one. And now I'm just going to fill in with a few other little vintage pieces that I have. Okay, let's just add a few more things to this display. As you can see, I'm going to try to figure out where to put this Santa snow globe and this little rubber Santa that I have. I loved him. His nose used to light up, but sadly it's not working right now. But I'm going to move this little guy several places before I really figure out where I want him. But you know, that's what's fun about decorating, is just moving things around till you get the look that you desire. Friends, this little toy is one of my favorite things. I wanted to set it on top of this ornament box, but my thought is I might ruin those ornaments or that little cellophane that's on top. So I figured out how to remedy this situation. So let me show you what I'm going to do. So here's my box. I'm just going to place a piece of cardboard on top. It really doesn't take away from my display, and if it did, I could always just add some greenery or something like that on top, but it doesn't really show. So I'm going to add this just to protect that cellophane layer, because the last thing I want to do is damage one of my boxes or any ornaments that might be inside. Friends, look how sweet some of these vintage items are. I love these so much, and if these bring you as much joy as they bring me, I hope that you will start a collection of your own if you don't already have one. But you know, going in and adding just a few more things always just takes your display to another level, or that's how I feel. I really must be a maximalist at heart because I love seeing as many things as possible inside my cabinets and my home, especially during the holiday season. Now, I'm sorry I kind of cut off what I was doing right here, but I have these two boots. I'm going to place them and stagger them on top of these boxes. I love the way that looks, and as you'll see, I'll come back in a little bit and just add a few sprigs of greenery. I think this is Easton's favorite toy. He loves to come over and play with this all the time. It's such a fun piece. I just love it, and I'm going to display it again on top of one of these ornament boxes as well. But this one is so light, it really is not going to hurt this box, so I'm going to leave it right there. Now, the snowman and the Santa that I have, I'm thinking that at one time they held a bubble light like this, but when I bought them there wasn't one. I don't know if they held a little tree, I'm not sure, but I always just add one of these bubble lights that I have from my box of bubble lights. I don't ever use them, so I love just popping these inside. Even though they don't work, I think they look so pretty just sitting there in their hands. Friends, I don't know about you, but I don't think a room is complete without having some kind of candle. And I love candles that smell like real Christmas trees. And I thought this was such a good candle that I found at Walmart, and it was at such a great price. So let's light this candle and sit back and enjoy this display. Friends, I know that this was a short one, but I'm so thankful that you joined me today and let me share this display with you. Is something I really wanted to share before I did my home tour, but I'm glad I got to share it with you anyway. And friends, like I said, if you missed my home tour, my sister's, I will have those linked in the description below. I hope you'll go over and check them out. I just really love how both of our homes turned out for this holiday season. And before you go, friends, I just want to share with you this beautiful Bible verse. Those whom he foreknew, he also predestined to become conformed to the image of his Son. Romans 8:29. Friends, God not only made us in his own image, but he made us as Christians to be an example for others, so that others can see Christ in us. Friends, we love you so much. We're so thankful to have each and every one of you here. And friends, we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, y'all.